Welcome back to episode 4 of DJ's podcast. I'm your host, Dark, and my assistant here.
I'm not your assistant. I'm your co-host, but okay. I'm Jude
Wow.
with an OUD.
Okay, well, it is October and it is spooky season.
Yay!
So, yay, Halloween hater.
I'm not a hater. I don't. I I just don't celebrate it. I'm just an Arab. What can I do?
Don't understand the amazing tradition of the spooky season.
We're just Arabs. It just never reached us. It's been more Western than anything, honestly.
Such a shame.
I think it used to be banned in Saudi Arabia, unless if I'm mixing it up with something else or another country. Either way, it's the. It's not, but I do look forward to October. It's not just about Halloween. I look forward because it's the 14th. At least as of recording, this is the 14th. Don't know if we'll get this edited and uploaded in the same day. If by any miracle that happens, yay.
Hell no. No way the same
Well,
day.
no,
No way.
we're not editing this anymore. We have an editor of our own. He's epic. You don't know him, but I know you're listening. Thank you, King. Anyway, it's the 14th of October. This 20 on the 14th of October, on the 14th of October
You're dying.
2017.
Are you okay?
I am.
Are you okay?
Shut up. I haven't done this in a month. Which is our fault. We need to fix our schedule.
Our schedules.
Yeah, so we do need a schedule, but it's hard. You have a job. I don't. It's so hard, being lazy. We also have to study, you're a university student. Mrs. Special over here.
I am. Thank you. I know this.
I still have to go through my last 2 years of high school, even though I should have fucking graduated already. Complications. You know what? I'll talk about that in another episode. But yeah. On the 14th of October, 2017, is the day I texted Dark because this was like my first day on Discord. I was like, let's search for friends. How do I make friends on the internet? No clue. So I got on a server, because of this YouTuber that was doing like an art contest. I was like, whatever. I'm not gonna win, but we can try. Spoilers, I didn't try to begin with.
Didn't try it all.
Well, I did one drawing for the first day, which I don't even remember what it was.
Yo, I think I was trying to enter that contest too, and then at the end of it was tabs, Inktober.
Yeah.
And oh my god, at the end of her video, I'm like trying to look at all the art that was brought up in like the end card. I'm like, no, I did not make it.
It's okay though. But you got through the server in the same way, and so did I. But I just went through the members list and I scrolled randomly. I just texted you and I was like, hey, can we be friends?
Oh, wait a second. If I...
Oh, you can. Uh, do you
Oh,
wanna?
such a shame. I do not have the image. Otherwise, I would have read exactly your words, and then it would have been funny.
Oh, you don't have the image, do you?
No.
I can find it.
Could you?
Yeah, I can get it up right now.
Hi, Dark. I know this came out of the blue, but would you be interested in being my friend? I will introduce myself if you want. I know I'm a stranger, but I want someone to talk to. You also didn't put two, you just said I want someone to talk. I want someone to talk. Give me answers.
I want to chain someone off the chair and make them talk. That's probably what I meant, but yeah. And then you said like, "Hello, it's nice to meet you," and that was it.
We were so formal. Wow.
Yeah. Which worked out. You were much nicer than everyone else. I don't think I told you. The only reason I mentioned
Story time? You didn't tell me about the other people you messaged.
Yeah, it was only 3 people. You were the 4th person, I think, or 3rd. So the other people, they were just assholes. It's the reason my first message changed every time I texted someone new. Cause like I was like hi, and that was it. And they were like, hi, who are you? Why are you DMing me? I was like, oh, fucking relax, okay. And then the second person was like, you didn't even introduce yourself. I was like, okay, damn, they don't know way people like that. So and then that's why I said I'll introduce myself if you want. And then I got to you. Damn, 4 years.
Wow. Go
Yeah.
us.
Um, but a topic I wanted to get to, this time I actually, I got something prepared for us here. You've already seen the picture. I think it was yesterday or the day before. We did this debate in English class, and my teacher got a few topics. I didn't get a picture of the first few topics, but I got a picture of the health topics, which are some of them are kind of obvious, but I mean I have to take care of my body because I want to be the last um, part of the family tree, at least from my dad's side, that just kills off diabetes because it's been like a thing in our genetics. So I want to be the last one to kill the beast. I will not give it over to my children.
Diabetes.
Oh, that gave me a drawing idea.
Oh no.
Yeah, I should. I should draw that one day if I ever get the fucking the motivation.
Okay. Well, anyways, as I've said before, spooky season. We are in October. I have a story time.
Yay!
Okay. So I have reason to believe that my own home may have some roaming entity. And I don't mean no creature or animal. No, this is something far more sinister.
Oh no, what could it be?
Oh no. Okay, well, just gonna start from the very beginning. I remember 5 years ago when I was once browsing Google Maps, and right where my home is supposed to be, there was a church there instead. So I thought, oh, that's very strange, but I thought nothing of it. And obviously now it's updated. Now there's no church, and now it's just a neighborhood, my home. Um, and I told my mother about this, and she said that, oh, it's strange because, like, what if there really was a cemetery here once? And actually, when you were really little, I was out digging in the backyard, and I dug up this bone, and I didn't think anything of it. Of course, I thought at first maybe it was just an animal bone. I tossed it right into the compost. But when my mom thinks about it, she thinks the bone seemed a little too big to be of an animal's bone.
Uh huh.
Uh huh.
That makes
Um,
sense.
yeah, so now I'm thinking, oh great, so there's a church here. God knows if something was buried here, my freaking backyard. And now my mother casually tosses some arm bone, maybe even a leg bone, any freaking joint into the compost. We've disturbed whatever was sleeping there. And now this entity is in my home.
Probably a femur. Oh well, off to the compost.
Oh well. Um, and so a few days ago, I woke up early morning, not from my father shouting at me. No, no, it was a knocking on my bedroom wall, and it had like a pattern to it. It wasn't. It seemed like an actual person
It
knocking. I
was
thought it
Morse
was really
code.
strange. Hmm?
Maybe it was Morse code, and it's like some war vet.
Well, too bad. I don't know Morse code, buddy.
Ah, damn, I used to. Yeah, go on.
And so my brother was hearing it as well, and he's also trying to listen. I'm listening, and so I thought maybe like I honestly had no clue what it was, but I said out loud like, "Oh my god, like what's this knocking? It's so annoying." And immediately it stops. It
Damn.
doesn't come back after, but it stopped right when I like complained about it.
You should actually learn Morse code. What if it happens again?
I have no clue. I would just try to be quiet and maybe follow it next time I hear it.
See, I was
Um,
I was just about to say something, but I instantly canceled the idea out. You live in a house. I live in an apartment. So when I hear knocking, I'm always like neighbors, fuck them.
right.
But
But
you're in a
yes,
house. The knocking would come
I'm
from your family or ghosts, I guess.
yeah, no, it because my brother and I were sleeping, and like I said, it was early morning, and so because I was like shouting at the freaking wall, then my mom comes out of her room. She's like, "Hey, like, what's all this shouting going on about?" I'm like, "There's knocking on the wall. Like, I don't know where it's coming from." She's like, "I didn't hear any knocking." I'm like, "What?" And my brother comes out of his room. He's like, "Yeah, like I heard knocking. Like we're not crazy. We both heard it." And then like a few days even before that, um, my brother and I were in my room. We were just talking, and I think my mom was just in her room. But while we're talking, I hear her shouting from like behind my wall, because behind my bedroom wall is her room. But I hear her shouting, and I got worried. I'm like, oh, maybe my brother and I are speaking too loudly. So we start talking more softly. And a few moments go by, and she comes out of her room, like she looked frustrated, and she came over to my brother and I, and she was like what's going on? Like what? Like do you guys need something? Why are you calling me? And my brother and I look at each other. We're like, we didn't call you. We don't really need you. Like we're just chilling here and talking. She's like I'm in my like bedroom, and someone like I heard like it was like pounding on the door. It wasn't a knock, it was a loud pounding. I thought it was so strange. Like no, like we weren't even near your room. We were here this whole time.
That's
And now,
strange.
yeah, like oh gosh, and a few like other days even before that day, um, my brother tries convincing me that we have an attic. And so, I mean, of course, I'm confused because we don't have an attic. But I guess we have like this like third layer, like at the very top of the house, where we're only supposed to like it's only just a bunch of like cables and wires that just like go to the roof and then run across the house. But anyways, he thinks it's an attic, so he brings me over, and like this place is like
I'm sorry
in
to
the
interrupt you.
inside.
Just one sec. So do you have an attic?
We do not.
Oh, okay.
But my brother thinks it is because it's this like hole in the ceiling we have. And so it's located in my parents' like walk-in closet, but I'm confused. I'm like, I do wonder what is up there though. So I grab a stool and I step up onto it. And I'm trying to push it up, but I can't. It's like I don't know if it was stuck or if someone was maybe pushing it down. Because I give it a second. I try pushing once more and it goes very easily upwards. Of course, I see nothing. It's just darkness. I like the stool I'm on is just tall enough just for me to push the thing out, but I can't actually look inside. So I thought, oh well, I let go of the thing and I let it go back down. So I let go of like this ceiling panel thing, and it goes back into its place. But ever since I've tried to open it and couldn't really manage to see what was even inside, I feel like everything started because I tried lifting it. Like I almost like it's like in those movies, like stuff always happens because you go looking for things you shouldn't be looking into.
Maybe. See, it's really funny because obviously you can argue like, oh yeah, oh ghost shit, no evidence, blah blah blah. And obviously, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't like getting evidence of the internet. You can't
Mm-hmm.
trust them. But when you hear it from people from their actual experiences, I mean, okay, sometimes they can be lying, but sometimes it sounds believable enough. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm
Like you
not
can,
lying, trust
I know,
me.
no, I know, but like you can tell when someone's lying sometimes. So that's actually scientifically not true. The average person can tell if someone's lying 54% of the time. Anyway,
Wow.
I don't. I just remember that. Yeah. So
I wouldn't go as far as to post anything on the media and try to get answers from other people or seek attention because I can't do that. Just because the internet has already been ruined and nothing is trustworthy anymore.
I think it's
Um,
pure. It's just
I do tell people like you or other friends and family, I'm like, guys, this happened. Like, what the heck?
yeah. Again, it's still interesting to actually hear it from people, even though
Mhm.
you know all kind of common sense and logic goes against that, but then it still happens. So you're like, hmm.
And if the whole house is quiet enough, sometimes you can hear footsteps either like on the floor above you or going up and down the stairs at night.
But there's always a chance it could be someone awake going to the bathroom.
Actually, one morning I go downstairs and my dad, he looks very disappointed in me. He's like, "Why are you up at 3 a.m.?" And I'm confused, as always. I guess it seems I'm just always confused at this point. But I'm confused. I'm like, what do you mean? Like I was like asleep. Trust me. It's like I heard you got downstairs at like 3 a.m. in the morning. No, it wasn't me. He's like, are you sure? And I'm like, I'm very sure. Like I was in my room. I was asleep. Why? Like, why are you interrogating me about this? He's like, well, like I was just half asleep, but I was awoken by the sound of steps going down the stairs. Like it genuinely sounded like someone was going down the stairs. And then I feel like the presence was like lingering around the living room and kitchen. and then after a few minutes, it goes back upstairs. And it sounded like it went over to your side of the house, so I believed it was you getting something downstairs.
Hmm. I mean, it's a fair assumption from him to put on you like you do sound like the type to go downstairs in the middle of the night to get a snack. No offense.
I mean, I don't even do that though because like my house is so creaky. Like if I go downstairs, I'm instantly caught. But besides the point, when um,
But yeah,
it was
no.
first actually no. So the footsteps go downstairs, and my mom was awoken by my dad, and my dad's like, "Hey, did you hear that?" And my mom's like, "I think I actually heard something." Yeah. So she actually goes downstairs to see like what's making the noise, like the what's walking or who's walking. I mean, who, not what. Ghosts don't exist, anyways. But she goes downstairs, and of course all the lights are still off, and she sees nothing. Then she goes back upstairs to her room. My parents stay awake for a bit, and then like that's when they heard the footsteps going back upstairs and to my side of the house.
Yeah, that is yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I've had it's always the
I don't know
kitchen.
what to. I don't know
It's
what to
no.
tell me either. Like that was not me. I can assure you.
We have a few minutes left before we end, so I'll share mine again. My one story that I'll never forget. When I used to live in the UAE, also in an apartment, same thing. My brother, he was woken up by this really heavy asthma. Like just he had some fucking he has like a much weaker version of asthma, so he doesn't always need like fucking what do you call those inhalers or whatever. He doesn't need those
I
things.
guess
You have to puff all the time. But there are times where he just for some reason his lungs were just going like fucking just crazy. They're just malfunctioning, and then he just started wheezing and coughing really badly, enough to wake up my both of my parents. And then my parents like being like, "Okay, come on, go get him dressed. I'll be downstairs, whatever." And, they're talking, and then that wakes me up, and it's like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And at that point, I can't go to sleep, and unfortunately, tomorrow's school time. Whatever. Not my first time staying up late. So they leave off to the hospital, and I'm just there. Turn on the lights of the living room, turn on the TV, I chill. And then it's always the kitchen. It's always the kitchen for some reason. Your kitchen and mine. I hear the sounds of pans and pots hitting each other. I'm like, what? That makes no sense. And then I ignore it. And then it happens again. I ignore it again. It happens a third time. And then I get up. I'm like, okay, buddy, we have. I better not be getting robbed. Because we did have a small window. It was in the kitchen. So I went there, and obviously there was nothing. Nothing was there. And then as I was leaving, I turn my back. Obviously, I leave. I step out. As I step out, the sound happens again. I just turn around I've never turned around so quick, so quick it actually almost hurt my neck. And I was like, "What is it? What is happening?" Because nothing. It just made no sense. I was there. I was right there. But the sound kept happening. I was like, "Okay, I'm going insane. Maybe I need to sleep." But even though I was wide awake, so like it could not have been like some kind of hallucination or just me being too tired. So yeah, that's bizarre. But
that is bizarre.
it's always the kitchen. They're always
How
hungry.
bizarre! How bizarre! How bizarre!
uh, Pretty bizarre. But yeah, it's always the kitchen. I guess they're always hungry, huh? My
Dang.
man was trying to fucking cook something. uh, but unfortunately, we've reached the end. So thank you for listening.
Um, you're welcome.
Not you,
Question
not
mark.
you. You're not involved.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry. You. Who the fuck
wow.
thought I actually cared? We're talking to the audience over here. Anyway.
Nice.
Thank you for listening. Um, very sorry about the terrible schedule. We'll try fixing it. That's a lie. But you can choose to believe it if you want. Um, Share this. We don't have enough subscribers. We have like 100 views, but like 26 subscribers. Doesn't make sense. Fix that. Give me money. I'm joking. We don't monetize
Oh
these.
God, don't say that. That is the most cringiest thing ever. No, we're
Money.
doing this for your entertainment. not because it's tedious.
Obviously, no, obviously it's for entertainment, and because it's the easiest kind of entertainment I can do, because I can't do anything, but you get my point.
Ah, you untalented piece of that's.
What? It's actually what? It's not like uncommon to not be able to edit shit.
Not hard though
We're
either.
not going off another topic. We're cutting it off here.
Hey, if you can draw, anyone who can draw, I recommend going onto Redbubble and uploading your art so that people can purchase your art and slap it on a mug or a t-shirt or maybe even a sweater. Hell, a pair of socks.
Mm.
And they can purchase it and you will be paid for it, as I am being paid for it.
Oh, you heard it here first, folks. You should do that and get some money. Maybe you could steal some art. No, you just get sued. Or if you're clever enough.
You're a
I don't know.
terrible influence.
Me,
Stop.
I
Stop
am. I am a
now.
saint. I am an angel.
I highly doubt that.
Okay, well, bye.
Please leave a comment
No,
if you believe this man is a saint.
I'm amazing. You'll see everyone is just in support of me. You better support me. Anyway, bye.